So, in Asia, what is the situation? In Asia, there are two types of social mission-oriented organizations that are working on the sector called social solidarity economy. Type 1 of enterprise are people working together to advance their own well-being. Typical cases are savings and credit cooperative, producer cooperatives, free trade organizations. But there are type 2 social enterprises. These are people working together to help the poor. Typical cases, microfinance institutions, NGO, charitable organizations. Now, why is it like this? Because the poor in developing Asia, they do not have skills, they have out-of-school youth, and it is difficult for them to have access to resources. So they need helping organizations. Now, the question is, where is solidarity in these organizations? If you look at the organizations, cooperative, microfinance institutions, savings credit cooperatives, there is solidarity in the organization. But when you look at the members and the enterprises that they are developing, there is no solidarity. This is the basic situation in Asia. So the main development thrust of social enterprises in Asia are the following. Number 1, the ultimate goal is poverty alleviation. Number 2, the strategy is to enable the poor to have access to resources. This is the main thrust, access to resources. Number 3, entrepreneurial activities with social objectives are undertaken in search for social inclusion in the new liberal market economy. So we're looking only for social inclusion in the existing mainstream neoliberal economy. Solidarity or working together is a means of making more cost-effective the use of market mechanisms by solidarity organizations of market small entrepreneurs to pursue social objectives. The synergy among individuals and solidarity organizations is not geared towards developing a solidarity economy. Now, this kind of economy developed by socially oriented organizations, which use market mechanisms to pursue explicit social objectives, is called social economy. So how do the concept and practice of social economy differ between Asia and developed countries? In developed countries, social economy is operated and managed by skilled workers and professionals who lost their jobs and now they are working for themselves. In developing Asia, social economy is operated and managed by unskilled workers and school dropouts who cannot find a job in either the public or private sectors. Number 2, production largely is geared for local market. In Asia, production, if possible, is largely geared for export in order to maximize income for producers. Finally, expert use in developed countries, there is expertise among those operators to use the market mechanisms to pursue social objectives because they came from there. They just got dropped out. But in Asia, the operators are dependent on helping organizations for effective use of market mechanisms because of lack of skills, because they have dropped out of schools. So the development process is longer, is more costly. Now what then is the future of SSE in Asia? Can social economy initiatives be transformed to become integral components of SSE? Or should Asia skip social economy and follow instead the Latin American development path to solidarity economy? But first, before we decide, let's look at the strengths of social economy in Asia. First, social economy in Asia has the right focus. It is focused on the poor, marginalized, and socially excluded. Second, there is an accumulated wealth of experience in facilitating access of the poor to various resources required for development. Third, there is vast institutional network countrywide. Fourth, it nurtures a vision of social economy as a third sector that is distinct from the state or for-profit private business sector. In other words, it has a notion of an alternative economy. Finally, there is willingness to learn on how to transition to social solidarity economy. These are the strengths of social economy in Asia. I have provided you with a picture of social economy in Asia that is not so palatable, because we need to critique our own experience in Asia. So, what do we need? Having analyzed, having evaluated where we are right now, what do we need? We need a paradigm shift towards SSE. And the first thing that we need to do is to capture the SSE mindset. We need to reflect on the assumptions of our development paradigm. The problem of poverty consists of two interrelated aspects. The short-term issue of lack of access to resources needed for overcoming poverty. The problem with us is that we define the problem of poverty in Asia mainly as a lack of access to resources. So the short-term problem becomes a long-term problem because we are still under the ambit of the neoliberal market economy, and we cannot get out. We must understand that there is the longer-term problem, longer-term issue of the absence of an alternative economy for, by, and of the poor, social excluded, and marginalized. So, we need to learn to scrutinize every development intervention that we have already done. Let us not baby, look at our development initiatives as if they are our babies and we cannot harm them by criticizing them. We have to reflect, learn to scrutinize, either it is microfinance, organic farming, fair trade, cooperative development, etc., in terms of its capacity not only to address the immediate problem of lack of access to resources, but as well the capacity to tackle the long-term issue or problem of developing SSE as an alternative economy. Finally, let us reorient our resources towards the great transition to SSE.